Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing the 10 most frequently asked flight attendant questions. I was tagged by JettingJulia. If you guys don't know who JettingJulia is, make sure you go check her out. I'll put all of her information in the description section down below. Julia and I actually flew together one time. She used to be based in Miami, now she's based in Dallas. She's one of my friends in real life and here on YouTube, so go show her some love. Again, I'll put all of her information down below. So again, she sent me these 10 questions to answer for you guys. I guess it's a tag that's going on right now with all of the flight attendant YouTubers, and I think I'm kind of like late to the game, but I haven't watched any other ones because I kind of wanted to have like original answers. So here goes. All right, first question is, how do I become a flight attendant? Very easy. All you have to do is get on your computer, go to all the airlines, go on their website and go to the career section and see if any of them are hiring. Basically, most of them require just a 2-year customer service experience. You do not have to take any flight attendant classes prior to applying to be a flight attendant. You don't need any of that. I think just basically all you need is 2 years of customer service experience. So once you apply on their website, they'll send you a questionnaire to do. Once you pass the questionnaire, then my airline sent us a video interview, and then you just do a video interview through the computer on your webcam, and you just answer all these questions as if you were in a real interview. So you have to dress up for that video interview. Also, once you get past that video interview and they decide that they want to move you to the next step, which is a face-to-face, then they will call you and fly you to their headquarters, and then you'll do a face-to-face interview. And then once you pass that face-to-face interview, then you become a flight attendant. Well, actually no, that's wrong. You do not become a flight attendant right then. And then you have to go to flight attendant training, and then you have to pass that, which that's like a whole other story. That's like, it's super fun, but it's super challenging. It's actually one of my favorite things that I've done in my life is flight attendant training, because I made a lot of friends. It was really fun. It's a cool environment, but it is very challenging and it is difficult. Next question, let's see, is do you have any remedies for jet lag and bloating? Bloating, good one. I guess just drink like club soda, anything carbonated for bloating. Drinking a lot of water is good for you. You have to stay hydrated in the air for sure. For jet lag, I normally, once I go somewhere with a time difference, I like to take like a little nap. It's very hard to take a little nap. I take like an hour or 2 hours, but then you have to force yourself to wake up, and then you stay awake the whole day, and then you sleep at night, and then try and get on the schedule for that time zone. That's what I do. I don't know, it might not work for a lot of people. It works for me. I think it makes it a little easier to get onto that time zone. Next question is, how many days off do you get? So for my airline, when you're on reserve, you get a maximum of 12 days off. So that's what you get on reserve. Now, when you have a line month, which is a month where you know all of your trips in advance, all you have to do is fly at least 40 hours. So you can get your 40 hours in 6 days and then have 24 days off if you want. It's all really up to you how many hours you want to work. I like to work at least 100 hours, which that gives me 10 to 12 days off a month. Really, the amount of days off that you get is basically what you make it. It's a very flexible job. So if you want tons of days off, if you want 2 weeks off, you can do that and then just work the first 2 weeks of the month. It's a very flexible job, like I said. How long is reserved for your airline? Good question. I really have no idea how long reserve is. I guess basically until your seniority can hold off of reserve. The more people they hire, the better. But yeah, right now I'm on a 1-1 reserve rotation, which means 1 month I'm on reserve, and then the next month I'm not, and then 1 month I'm on reserve, and then the next one I'm not. And then once I complete my 4th year, which is coming up next month, I'll be having 1 month of reserve and then three months of not reserve. So that's after completing for 4 years. Now I hear that people being hired now at my airline are doing a straight reserve system, which is kind of sucks, which means you're on reserve every month, I believe, for the first year. And then after your first year, you do a 1-1 rotation. And then after your 4th, you do 3-1. You're basically on a reserve system until your airline hires enough people to been under you in seniority, so that way you won't have to be on reserve. The next question is, did you get to pick your base? Okay, so you get to put in your base preferences while you're in training. So of course my first base was Miami because I live in Fort Lauderdale, which is like 40-minute drive away from Miami. So my first request was Miami, and then I think Dallas was my second base request, and I put LaGuardia. But luckily, thank God, I got my first base, which was Miami. I was so ecstatic. It doesn't always work out that way. Sometimes people get bases that they don't even ask for. So you kind of have to be open-minded when you go to be a flight attendant, and when you're in training, that they're gonna give you any base that they need you in. Basically, that's just how it works. But in my case, I was very, very fortunate, and I got to go straight to Miami right out of training. How tall do you have to be for your airline? I don't believe that there is a height requirement anymore. I know back in the day there used to be, and I think even in some other countries right now currently there may be height requirements, but I don't believe that there is a height requirement at my airline right now. So yeah. How many years of customer service experience do you need? Okay, well, I already answered that in my first question, I believe. Like I said, I think some airlines it's 2 years of customer service experience. I think that's 2 years is pretty much the standard that you need in terms of customer service experience. And you could work at a hotel, you can work at the grocery store, you can work in a lounge, I guess restaurant, anything hospitality, anything in that field falls under customer service experience. All right, next question. Tips on passing the interview portion. It's very important to stress safety and customer service experience. Safety is number one for any airline. So as long as you emphasize on safety being important to you and how it's number one in terms of your priority, I think that's always very, very good. Emphasize how important customer service is to you. The customer is always right. My advice is also to be very, very professional, clean cut, no tattoos showing, no piercings for men. If you're a woman and you have a piercing, I guess very conservative looking. Earrings, conservative looking makeup if you're a girl, hair up always. For men, trimmed, groomed, facial hair, fingernails, things like that, you know, the basics. What made you want to become a flight attendant? I have always wanted to be a flight attendant ever since I was a little boy, and I used to travel either by myself or with my family. I would see flight attendants and I used to like admire them, and I'd always watch them. I thought it was so cool. I was always interested in airplanes and going to the airport, and it was always something that I really, really loved. So I think all those things influenced me and made me want to become a flight attendant. Advice for new flight attendants. My advice for a new flight attendant is make sure you have tons of money saved up when you start, because you're not going to be making that much money when you first start flying. So yeah, I think if you're going to become a flight attendant and you're leaving a better paying job, is to have a good amount of money saved up, because at the beginning this is not good pay. So take that from experience. Maybe another piece of advice for a flight attendant is to try to remain healthy and bring your food with you, because it gets really expensive eating at airports and eating out all the time and ordering deliveries. So try to carry your own food, your own fruits and maybe some oatmeal, things like that. That is like the most important thing. You'll save a lot of money, especially when you first start, because like I said, you're not going to be making much money at the beginning. So it's always important to bring your food. Even me, after almost 4 years, I still bring all my food with me. Well, not always, but for the most part, I bring my food with me, and it saves me a ton of money. And number 11, bonus question is there anyone you would like to collab with in person from YouTube? It could be beauty, lifestyle, or even a fellow flight attendant. So of course, I would love to collab with Julia. If we're ever in the same town, I would love to do a video with Julia. But a really famous YouTuber that I would love to collab with, oh my god, I can't even choose, there's so many. So if it was like a baking video, it would be Rosanna Panzino, which I love her. She's my favorite baking YouTuber, Rosanna Panzino. Someone else I would love to collab with would be Colleen Ballinger, who she does Miranda Sings. I love her. Miranda Sings is so funny. I love Colleen's videos as herself, and I think she's very, very talented. And someone else I would really want to work with, last one here, is Gabby Hanna. Her channel used to be called The Gabby Show, but now she's Gabby Hanna, and she's also one of my favorite YouTubers, so I watch all the time here on YouTube. So yeah, I think it would be those 4 people that I would love to collab with. Anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my questionnaire. Thank you to Julia for tagging me and sending me this tag. I really don't have anyone to tag, because I believe any of the flight attendant YouTubers that I already know, I believe that they've already done it. So if you're a flight attendant YouTuber and I didn't tag you and you'd like to do it, feel free to do it. Anyways guys, thanks so much for watching. If you're new here, don't forget to go down below, hit that subscribe button. I have tons of of flight attendant videos. I do Disney videos as well as lifestyle videos, but mostly I do videos of me on my flight attendant trips. So again, if you are new here, make sure to go down below, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.